You. Do you want to mix your beats like psychotic and rest in bass? It's dangerous where we're going. You'll need a limiter at the end of your master to stop the evil spirits from escaping. Keep your ceiling at 0. We'll dial in the release, setting it very low. This allows the transients of our beat to bounce back almost instantaneously. Some people set their ceiling all the way up, and use the built-in saturation knob to limit the signal. This utilizes soft clipping, and as we'll see, there are more customizable ways of getting this sound, so I only recommend using it as a shortcut to a basic soft clipper. The native FL Soft Clipper plugin is a staple of trap production. It keeps things simple with 2 knobs. The threshold sets the point where distortion begins, so lowering it adds more distortion to more of the signal. The post gain doesn't affect the distortion, but rather the loudness of the signal after the distortion has been applied. If you want even more distortion from the soft clipper, you can use a utility plugin to boost the gain into it. The real question is, how can we get an extreme sounding distortion, while still being able to hear the drums and melody clearly? How do we blow out our mix, without it sounding muddy? The key is parallel processing, or fading in the dry. Soft Clipper doesn't have a built-in wet-dry knob, but we can use the mix knob on the plugin insert to fade out the wet signal to taste, allowing a bit of the unprocessed sound to bleed through the noise. Then there's the native waveshaper. It has 5 built-in soft clipper presets, but you can easily build your own custom soft clippers with unique distortion curves. Once again, the key is to use the mix knob to fade in the dry signal, just enough to give some depth to your mix. Waveshaper also has a built-in gain knob so you can push your signal into the clipper for a more intense effect. If you want a rawer, less digital sounding distortion, start with the default Waveshaper preset. This is no longer soft clipping, instead, we're utilizing hard clipping. While soft clipping rounds off the tops of the waveform, hard clipping completely flattens it. This is best used to emulate the effect of a speaker blowing out. This is as far as most dare to tread, but there are some additional plugins that we can use to customize unique distortions. We can use the drive effect in shaperbox 3 to dial in 11 different distortion types, including a soft clipper and a hard clipper. It also has built-in parallel processing capabilities to get the distortion sitting just right. Given shaperbox's drawable LFO, we can even modulate the amount of distortion over a set period of time for more dynamic mixes. But if you're looking for some really messed up shit, try using maim. It's free, and can degrade your audio like an MP3. If we focus on the drive and dry-wet knobs, it functions as a hard clipper. There are many parameters to mess with, but if you set the encoders right, you can give your distortions wet signal, a very strange, degraded sound. Finally, we have mackity. Mackity is a simple free plugin with 2 knobs, an input gain and an output gain. When applied to a master, it colors the mix with a warm, analog sound, emulating an old hardware mixer. If we boost the gain, it'll give us a colorful saturation that we can parallel process using the insert mix. Sometimes some subtle EQ can help carve out the different layers of your mix, but it can get messy when you change more than a few decibels. Wow! Isn't life wonderful? Every day is a new gift.